Hello there, folks. I'm Dan Brown from sortofinteresting.com, and today you're joining me as we open up this lovely little box here. What could possibly be inside it? Yes, as the video title has probably been a massive spoiler, this is a Twisbi Eco. Absolutely beautiful pen, this. And I've got to say, I've been using it for the last few days, and I absolutely love it. Now, I'll talk a little bit more about the experience of what I've had with the pen itself in just a moment, but just while we're doing the unboxing, I'd like to say that, as you can see from just the boxes themselves, it's clearly a really nice, high quality pen, this. Now, the Eco, being this all plastic design with hardly any sort of components, is it's the ultimate simplicity, like the Lamy Vista that I've got, that I put a piston converter cartridge in. It is basically that sort of same idea of like total minimalism that I really enjoy in everything in my life in many respects. But this, not even having the cartridge and just using a piston inside the main body of the pen, means that it's even more minimalist. And as I've been using it, as you're about to see me ink this up, but as I've been using it and the ink level has started to decrease, I just think it looks absolutely fantastic being able to see through the clear body, just that sheer amount of ink sloshing about on the inside. So you can see we've got a little bit of waterproof sealant in that bottle there. We've got our own Twisbi branded spanner or wrench, depending on what part of the world you're in. And here, of course, is exactly what we're looking for, and the main event, my friends. So this is, as I say, an absolutely fantastic pen. I got the fine nibbed version, which I was slightly worried at that perhaps it might not have the ink flow that I'm used to using medium nibs. And I've got to say, now that I've been using this, I am looking to get some fine nibs for some of my Lamy pens as well. But I've got to say, it's been absolutely perfect in terms of writing the inks there as soon as you want it. You can see here, you twist the end of the pen there to move the piston up and down. So again, once it's filled with ink, you want to be careful that you don't sort of absently-minded it, just fiddle with that in your pocket or something. So you can imagine that it couldn't end too well. But as I say, the fine nib is absolutely flawless. I've got to say, I'm really happy with that, because that was a slight worry that it might mean that it had less of it, might have had like a bit of a patchy ink flow, or you might have come to use it and it not have the ink there as soon as it touches the paper. But no, so far, this really smooth writer, this and my Lamy Vista, I think are pretty much equal terms really in the grand scheme of things. So you can see dipping the pen into the ink there, and all of that great big huge amount of black ink that I managed to pull up into the pen body there, and that's just from the first go. Obviously you could do this a couple of times to try and get rid of that air bubble, but as I say, I think that the more air that there is in there, as long as you've got a decent amount of ink, of course, but the more air that there is, the more you can see the ink sloshing around, and that to me is what I think looks really cool with this pen. And it's, again, I just absolutely love it. And of course, because it's the whole body of the pen that you're filling with ink, it's got such a much bigger capacity than the Lamy and Parker pens that I've got with the piston cartridges inside them. So here's the moment that I first put pen to paper, and pretty much instantly from this moment forwards, this has become my everyday carry pen that sits in my shirt pocket, and well, I think it's absolutely fantastic, absolutely beautiful, like I say. I suppose on that note, I will wrap things up and say please do check out my other videos, as I've got loads more pens and writing and journals and sketching and stuff like that videos coming over 2017, as I've got a proper decent plan now, and I want to do more of my sketches and stuff that I used to do when I had the boat. But we'll talk more about that in the future, so check out my other videos for loads more stuff like this, and please do subscribe for the future. Until the next time though, have an absolutely fantastic day, keep it interesting my friends, keep it pen worthy, and of course, farewell.